shut down, and that is why the building is closed?
Well, we were advised by the attorneys to close the building. The building shouldn't be open. The risk is great.
I think they take this serious. I think it's a big game to them, and they don't understand that the more confusion and the more back and forth that we do, no one suffers but the people of the village.
Hold on to your hats, people, because the drama surrounding Dothan Mayor Tiffany Henyard is intensifying. It's a roller coaster of lawsuits, accusations, and a city on the verge of collapse, all while the FBI keeps a close eye on things. You've seen political scandals before, but this one is completely insane.
Well, she's one of the most recognizable faces that's been on the news lately. I'm talking about the mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard.
And all of social media.
According to the most recent bombshell, Henyard's lawsuit against the village of Dalton and Thoron Township is not just another political dispute. Rather, it is a full-fledged war driven by claims of voter suppression and a very shady caucus that prevented her from running for supervisor of Thoron Township. There are rumors that this wasn't just a simple procedural error, but rather a calculated move by her opponents to legally silence her. Even though Henyard has a fighting chance, the strength of her arguments, especially the assertions that voters were barred from the caucus meeting in sub-freezing weather, has legal experts talking. Henyard fans shivering outdoors as the cost went on inside are powerful images that have the power to influence public opinion and possibly even a court.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment.
However, the Dalton villagers' utter rage is more gripping than the legal battle. They are demanding Henyard's resignation, and their voice is resonating with annoyance and rage. The streets are AB. Online forums are ablaze with heated discussions, with many residents expressing their disbelief and disappointment in their elected official. Some even go so far as to suggest that the entire situation is a blatant misuse of taxpayer money and a slap in the face to the people who elected her. The once vibrant city is now shrouded in an atmosphere of distrust and uncertainty due to the rumors about her extravagant spending habits, the millions of dollars and unaccounted for funds, and the seemingly endless stream of scandals that have plagued her administration. The dispute between Henyard and her supporters has intensified, goes beyond simple arguments to become a full-blown collisions. The entire town feels as though it is about to collapse. The mayor's office has been closed, and vital civic services are coming to a complete stop. According to some sources, these acts are only acts of retaliation. Henyard, feeling cornered, is lash out using the city as a pawn in her own personal power struggle in a desperate attempt to keep control under the growing pressure. The public's anger has only grown as a result of the service disruptions, which have included the cancellation of the annual holiday toy distribution and the possible layoffs of more than 100 township employees. The citizens are not only furious, but also afraid of what lies ahead.
Lights are off behind me, the doors are locked here, and there's a sign on the building right now that says it's closed. For how long? Neither residents nor employees know it.
The most recent advancement, a total cessation of city activities, leaving the town paralyzed, key services interrupted, and the populace frantically trying to solve issues that belong to their elected representatives. There are rumors circulating. Quick and intense, is Henyard using this calculated maneuver to further weaken her opponents? Is this really a result of her broken and chaotic administration, or is it a desperate attempt to win support and sympathy? The township's insurance hasn't been renewed, which just serves to stoke the flames and cast doubt on her accountability and competence. Even the most upbeat onlookers are beginning to lose hope because of how awful things are.
Our job is to govern, to provide a way, provide services, and we're not doing that because they're stalling government, gridlocking it, because they can't have their way.
Considering the future of Dothan is unknown because the court cases in the Henyard could go on for months and end up costing the city millions of US dollars in legal fees. The political fallout could be equally devastating for a complete overhaul of the city's leadership and the potential for years to repair the damage to the community's trust and morale. Will Henyard be able to weather this storm? Will the residents find a way to restore order and stability to their town? The answers are still unclear, leaving the future of Dothan hanging in the balance. Let's look at some of the comments from the YouTube video that best reflect the sentiment of the public. One viewer wrote that she was evicted, but that her lawyers should not be the taxpayers who don't want her. This comment sums up the general worry that the people she has allegedly wronged are funding the Henyard legal battles. It also emphasizes the sense of injustice and betrayal that many locals are feeling. Could we please get an adult to come to this town and take control? This is crazy and says volumes about the complete chaos and dysfunction that have engulfed Dothan. The community's desire for stability and leadership and a return to normalcy is evident. The severity of the situation and the pressing need for a solution are highlighted by these remarks and innumerable others like them.
Of fights in Thornton Township and in Dalton, except in one case, Tiffany Henyard wants on a ballot, while in another, a Henyard ally was looking to keep her opponent off.
The internet discourse, the current state of affairs in Dothan is also concerning. Local companies are reporting a sharp decline in sales, pointing to the continuous political unrest as a primary turnoff for clients. The Ona thriving community is gradually disintegrating as the fabric of social cohesion wears down due to the ongoing conflict. This isn't just a political battle, it's a crisis that's affecting every aspect of life in Dothan, and the involvement of other political figures only serves to complicate matters. Some residents are even thinking about leaving town out of fear that the instability will have a detrimental effect on their property values and general quality of life. One of the main figures in the caucus that overthrew Henyard, State Senator Napoleon Harris, is being accused of unethical behavior. Rumors of backroom agreements and political scheming are spreading, implying that the situation is far more complicated than it first seems. The investigation goes beyond Henyard and delves deeply into Dalton's political establishment, casting doubt on the integrity of the entire system. The drama goes far beyond that. It's a systemic problem that affects more than one individual.
Manipulation. Nobody likes being manipulated, and when you get here, you know that's exactly what's happening.
Henyard's legal staff is apparently putting in a lot of effort to get ready for the impending court battles. Although the outcome of the lawsuits is uncertain, the stakes are extremely high. A loss could cost Henyard her political career, as well as expose additional wrongdoing and possibly result in criminal charges. The costs of gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, and developing a strong defense strategy are increasing, adding yet another layer of financial strain to an already struggling city. A potential whistleblower within 10 yards of the inner circle is rumored to be prepared to come forward with damning evidence of corruption and misconduct. This development could drastically change the dynamics of the situation and possibly lead to additional investigations and revelations. The legal battle is expected to be a protracted and difficult one with significant implications for all parties involved, adding to the intrigue. An already dramatic story is made more suspenseful by the potential for a whistleblower to come forward, leaving everyone wondering what secrets are still hidden. It appears that the truth is still hidden well beneath the surface of this intricate and developing narrative.
We were in Thornton Township today, and that main building was locked. No one was answering the main phone lines, and some services that are offered there are for electric and heating for low-income homes.
The situation in Dothan is far from over. The legal disputes are still going on. The citizens are incensed, and the city is on the verge of disintegrating. The FBI investigation is still underway, which adds even more complication to an already unstable scenario. Time will tell, but one thing is for sure. This story is far from done. Will Henyard be able to restore her position and reputation? Will the people ever trust their local government again? We'll be here to cover every twist and turn as the drama unfolds. Next, Voice 10. The continuous story of Tiffany Henyard serves as a warning against unbridled political power struggles and the disastrous results of putting one's own goals ahead of public service. This story keeps us riveted to our screens, wondering what will happen next. It makes us wonder about the fundamentals of local government and the role of elected officials in serving their constituents. It also raises significant issues regarding accountability, transparency, and the necessity of moral leadership in public office. The blatant audacity, the extravagant bending of the dubious actions of Yard's financial transactions, and her egregious disrespect for her citizens' concerns are astounding. There is a glimmer of light amid the confusion and controversy because the people of Dothan are not mute and are speaking out against the corruption that unbridled power can do to even the most promising leaders. It is a masterclass in political hubris. Demands for accountability and change are being amplified by social media and the mainstream media.